Hello everyone, this is LovableTroll, and today I will be playing Valkyria Chronicles. Now this is a turn-based strategy slash third-person shooter game that came out for the PS3 back in 2008. I played it a lot, completed it, got all the achievements, but it recently received a Steam port, so that's what I'm going to be playing today. Now the game itself uses a lot of cutscenes and dialogue to drive the narrative, but due to them taking a long time, I will likely be skipping most of them. I have a save file set to right before the first battle. And if you are interested in the story based on, little snippets that I say throughout the playthrough and the gameplay itself, I recommend playing through it yourself, watching all the scenes, and getting the full experience. This is going to be more gameplay as well as sort of getting tips on how to do some of the battles a little bit faster. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the game now. Now, this first map is a bit of a tutorial on basically how to move, the overview of the map, as well as some of the menu systems and things of that nature. So, at the beginning of each battle, you have a basic overview of the operation. So in this case, there are a couple of scouts in a town called Brule, which is where Welkin Gunther and Alicia Melchiot, two of the main protagonists, live. And the European Empire, which is the main antagonist group in this game, have attacked, so the idea is you need to defeat all the enemies in this case. However, if Welkin or Alicia die or 20 turns pass, you will fail. So each battle has victory conditions as well as failure conditions. So
let's get started.
Later on in the game, there will be ways to customize each battle, but as this is the beginning of the game, you have a set number of people, so you don't have much customization in that sense.
That's 3.
So it's going to explain a little bit about how the game works. So you have command points. Now the command points allow you to move units. So depending on how many command points you have, you can move units that many times. Generally speaking, each unit uses one command point, though there are instances where that is not true. So if you look here, I currently have 3 command points. And you can see my 3 units down there, the blue guys. There's Welkin, Alicia, and a town watchman. Now, all of your units will be in blue. You'll be able to hover over them and select them if you so choose. Now, you may notice next to Alicia and Welkin in the top left corner of their little picture, there's a badge. That means that they are a leader and they give additional command points. So I'm going to go and select Welkin.
Ready to go.
Now it's going to talk a little bit about the action mode. It allows you to move. There's a little gauge at the bottom of the screen, which shows how far you can move. And it changes depending on the unit. Welkin is a scout class, which means he has a very far movement. However, he only has a basic rifle with, at the beginning of the game, very, very poor accuracy. Now, since it is a tutorial, it's going to try to get me to do a bunch of things to take the game, or battle in this instance, rather slowly. However, I've played this game a number of times, and I want to get an A rank and do the game as fast as possible. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up, rather than take cover by the sandbags, and move right up to it. Now, you'll see in the attack menu, there's a orange circle, which is where your bullets could potentially go. Now, as you can see, that's pretty horrid, especially for a rifle at point blank, and I'm going to try to get as many headshots as possible. That is crucial to doing these battles fast, because headshots, you can take enemies down much quicker. So it'll try to get me to end my action, but as you can see at the bottom of the screen, I have a lot of movement left, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that and continue moving. It's going to talk a little bit about cover, which will be crucial in some battles later on, but right now it's more of an inconvenience than anything else. So I'm just going to keep moving. Now, typically scouts are a weaker class. They have pretty low HP, generally speaking. However, Welkin and Alicia, if I chose her instead, they have very high health because they are, you know, kind of main units, and the game itself wants to keep them from dying as often as possible. So I'm just going to run right up to that guy, and then continue moving on. Now, the reason that you want to take the battles as quickly as possible is because at the end, you will get a rank. And the ranks, I believe they range from E to A. E being the worst and A being the best. And by having an A rank, it gives you experience as well as more currency, which you can use later on for developing weapons and other things of that sort. So that battle was real quick.
I don't see any more of them.
Didn't take too long, minimal damage. And there's the end screen. It'll let you know whether or not you got that coveted A rank, as well as how much experience, and I don't remember what that stands for, but it is the currency. Also, if there are enemy leaders or enemy aces, it'll show them defeated, and you'll get bonus experience for them as well as enemy tanks, which will come in later. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Now, the game takes place in a sort of book format, and you're basically playing out various chapters in the history of Gallia, which is the country that the main characters reside in. So that was just the beginning, a little bit of exposition, talking about how the game itself gets started. So that is going to be it for this first video, just kind of giving an idea of how this playthrough is going to work, as well as a little bit of how the game actually plays. So if you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe and like the video. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We do have those now, as of a couple of days ago. So this is LovableTroll. Thank you and have a great day.